Let's have a look at our Unit 2 Common Assessment. We'll look at an overview and look at the reading and writing tasks as well. This test is going to be on Edulastic, similar to the last one. It has 3 parts: reading, multiple choice, writing. You have 2 full classes to take the exam. Day 1 is about reading and multiple choice. Day 2, you should be completing the writing. So let's look first at the day 1 stuff. That is reading and multiple choice. You're going to reread an excerpt from American Born Chinese and answer multiple choice questions based on that reading. What's the skills focus for the multiple choice? You're going to focus on close reading skills as well as point of view. So what does close reading mean for the purposes of this test? Close reading means reading a short part of a text or even select images and then answering questions to assess your comprehension. How do we do it? Well, you've been doing it all year. So think about these steps below. If you're reading a short part of a text, ask yourself, what do I see? What does it mean? Why did the author include this? Every word, every image is a choice the author made. So we can think back to this moment from The Giver. Why does Lowry include the pill scene? I think Lowry includes it to show how controlling Jonas's society is. We talked about this earlier in the year. Now, this is a close reading question because it's not asking about the entire book or even an entire chapter. This question is asking about one specific scene, one moment that we have to ask ourselves, why did the author include this moment? We see Jonas's mom giving him pills, and I think it really reveals just how strict and controlling Jonas's society is. The author didn't need to include this moment, but she did. She chose to. We need to ask ourselves why. Or what about this moment? Why were these panels showing Jonas's journey to elsewhere included? This is a close read question. It's asking us about one specific moment in the story. The artist here goes out of their way to show us a lot of nature imagery. Not only do we see the grass, but we see lots of beautiful flowers that are colorful. We see it is a bright and sunny day. Jonas is smiling, so is Gabriel as he's holding him up in the air. Now, the artist made a bunch of choices. He didn't need to make it sunny. It could have been cloudy and overcast. He didn't need to make Jonas hoisting up Gabriel. They could have just been sitting beside each other. We ask ourselves why. I think this moment, these images are included to emphasize how Jonas is cherishing the natural beauty around him that he's previously lived without. You can even get used to analyzing single panels. You might get a question like, which panel best shows the Monkey King's desire to change his identity and fit in? Do you know which one it is? That's right, it's the middle one. After being rejected at the party, the Monkey King wanted to be more like the deities who had rejected him. He makes others wear shoes. We can infer that just from this single image. So to recap, when you're close reading, looking at a single image or a single page, just a moment, you ask yourself, what do I see? Look closely. What does it mean? Why did the author include it? Okay, quickly, what does point of view mean for this test? Point of view is the perspective or voice from which a story is told. And it's about the feelings or outlooks revealed by that perspective. So ask yourselves, what do I learn about the character's feelings or outlook? How does their perspective develop through the story? And what message is the author giving me based on that? So here's the moment where Amelia says yes to Jin asking her on a date. If you got a question like, how is Jin's point of view different from Amelia's on pages 101 to 105? You see the answer. Jin thinks Amelia agrees to date him because of his changed appearance. But Amelia agrees to date him because she learns how kind-hearted he is. Their points of view are different. They have a different outlook or perspective here. And we wouldn't see that if the story was told from a different point of view. If this story was only told from the first point of view, from, say, Jin's perspective, we wouldn't know the real reason that Amelia says yes. Okay, we just looked at day one, the reading and the multiple choice tasks. We're going to talk about the day two stuff, the writing, shortly. But just know, if you finish the reading and the multiple choice on day one, yes, absolutely move on to the writing. Even if you don't finish it, totally fine. Start as much as you can of the writing on day one. You got 2 full classes, get as much done on day one as possible. The reading, multiple choice, and beginning the writing. Thanks for watching the video.